Welcome to Tripedia. Join us as we traverse the enchanting landscapes of Ireland. Immerse yourself in rich history, lush countryside, and vibrant cities that define the best places Ireland has to offer. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let's begin our adventure together. The Cliffs of Moher. It's difficult to find the perfect words to describe the majestic Cliffs of Moher because so many superlatives have been used. Vertigo-inducing and awe-inspiring come to mind, which they are, as well as being completely untamed and ruggedly gorgeous. The cliffs will be familiar to those who have researched the Emerald Isle before going, having appeared on innumerable postcards and guidebooks. However, no photograph can ever do them justice. For good reason, this is one of Ireland's most popular tourist sites. The cliffs, located around 1.5 hours by driving from Galway and nearby County Clare, are visited by about 1 million tourists from all over the world each year. Killarney National Park and Muckross House and Gardens. The 19th century Muckross House, Gardens, and traditional farms, nestled in the stunning Killarney National Park, should be at the top of your must-see list if visiting the Kerry region. There are numerous reasons why this is regarded as one of Ireland's top tourist sites. You must visit to find them all. This magnificent estate breathes the grandeur and gentility of bygone days, standing near to the banks of Muckross Lake, one of 3 Killarney lakes recognized worldwide for their splendor and majesty. The Killarney National Park and Lakes region is loaded with stunning beauty, and any route through it will provide views of its lakes and mountains. The 11-kilometer journey through the beautiful Gap of Dunlough, a small and rocky mountain pass created by glaciers at the end of the Ice Age, is a highlight in the western portion of Killarney National Park. Purple Mount and its foothills are separated from McGillycuddy's reeks by this chasm. Rock Castle is another centerpiece of this National Historic Site. The park's winding pathways and bike routes are among the greatest ways to experience it. Torc Waterfall, Killarney National Park. It's simple to see why the Torc Waterfall is regarded as one of Ireland's top tourist attractions. This 20-meter-tall cascade, located in the heart of Killarney National Park, is one of the Ring of Kerry's most popular attractions. The soothing sound of rushing water may be heard from the surrounding car park, which is only 200 meters away and an easy walk for people who struggle with hiking. Continue on the Kerry Way, a 200-kilometer well-signposted walking track that loops its way around the gorgeous Dingle Peninsula on its way to and from nearby Killarney. The Ring of Kerry. If you're in Kerry, take the time to visit the Ring of Kerry, which is perhaps Ireland's most gorgeous path. While you can begin anywhere along this stunning 111-mile-long tourist route, most tourists start in either Kenmare or Killarney and end in the same place. The full voyage may be completed in under 3 hours, but that is improbable. En route, there are breathtaking vistas of the Atlantic Ocean, magnificent islands to visit, wild sweeping mountains, and numerous picturesque settlements. Golf, water sports on pristine beaches, cycling, walking, horseback riding, and fantastic freshwater and deep-sea angling are all available in this breathtaking natural splendor. There are Ogham stones, Iron Age forts, and historic monasteries for history buffs, all set against a backdrop of stunning scenery. Glendalough. Glendalough, a magical and mystical place, is home to one of Ireland's most important monastic complexes. St. Kevin founded the settlement in the 6th century, and it eventually evolved into the monastic city. For thousands of years, visitors have traveled to the Valley of the Two Lakes to take in its rich history, breathtaking landscape, abundant animals, and fascinating archaeological finds. The monastic site, with its superbly preserved round tower, is a joy to explore, and the surrounding woodlands and lakes are ideal for walking or pausing for a picnic. There are established nature trails to follow, as well as a visitor center, with all the information you'll need for an unforgettable day out. Courthouse and Gardens, superb views, tranquil lakeside walks, fascinating history. and the breathtaking backdrop of Sugarloaf Mountain are just some of the delights in store for visitors to the majestic Courthouse and Gardens, located just 20 kilometers from Dublin. The house is now owned by the Slazenger family and sits on 47 landscaped acres. Take some time to meander through the rose and kitchen gardens as well as the lovely Italian gardens. There are over 200 different types of trees, bushes, and flowers, and a portion where much-loved family pets were buried, complete with headstones and inscriptions, is particularly emotional. The gardens were designed over a 150-year span to produce an estate that merges perfectly with its surroundings. The Rock of Cashel. The Rock of Cashel, Ireland's most visited heritage site, appears in numerous photos of the Emerald Isle. During her formal tour of the country in 2011, Queen Elizabeth II of the United Kingdom even visited by helicopter. This remarkable set of medieval buildings, perched on a limestone rock formation in the Golden Vale, comprises the High Cross and Romanesque chapel, a 12th century round tower, a 15th century castle, and a 13th century Gothic cathedral. Among the structures is the restored hall of the Vicar's Choral. An audio-visual spectacle and exhibitions are among the tourist attractions. It is also stated that prior to the Norman invasions, this was the seat of the High Kings of Munster. Blarney Castle and the Blarney Stone. The Blarney Stone, possibly Ireland's most famous attraction and one of its must-see castles, rests high on a tower of Blarney Castle, not far from Cork. The stone, said to bestow the legendary Irish eloquence on those who dare to hang their heads over the parapets to kiss it, is not the only incentive to visit Blarney Castle. Cormac McCarthy, an Irish chieftain, erected Blarney Castle more than 600 years ago, and you may visit the immense stone structure from its towers to its dungeons. It is surrounded by extensive gardens rich with stone features and hidden corners. Kinsale. Kinsale, steeped in history and situated on a gorgeous coastal location at the gateway to West Cork, has long drawn enormous crowds. It's one of Ireland's nicest tiny towns for tourists. The village has a very Spanish vibe, especially in the summer. This is not surprising given that the Spanish dispatched a military force to Ireland in 1601, 3 years after the defeat of the Spanish Armada, with the majority of them disembarking at Kinsale. This resulted in the English besieging the town and ultimately defeating Spanish and Irish soldiers with greater English military prowess. Kinsale is currently a popular destination for visitors who enjoy sailing, walking, fishing, beautiful landscape, and delicious food. The town is densely filled with eateries of all types, and the seafood is fantastic. There is an annual gourmet festival, and a visit to the majestic Charles Fort is not to be missed. The Dingle Peninsula and the Wild Atlantic Way. The Dingle Peninsula, which is part of the Untamed Atlantic Way, a 1,700-mile defined path around Ireland's west and neighboring coasts, mixes untamed beauty, history, and a glimpse of traditional Irish culture and language. It's not by chance that the area has been recognized as a Gaeltacht, which means that the Irish language and culture are preserved by government subsidies. Although everyone speaks English, you will hear and sing Gaelic and read it on signage. The peninsula ends with Dunmore Head, the westernmost tip of the Irish mainland, and is surrounded by some of Ireland's best beaches and ragged cliffs. Monks created the stone houses that dot its open landscapes in the early Middle Ages, and there are also Bronze Age stone monuments. Thank you for joining us on our travels around the world with Tripedia. We hope that our videos have given you a glimpse into the incredible diversity and beauty of our planet. We believe that travel is not just about ticking off destinations on a bucket list, but about immersing yourself in new cultures, meeting new people, and creating unforgettable memories. As you continue your own journey, we encourage you to explore with an open heart and an open mind. Whether you're traveling solo, with friends, or with family, every trip is a chance to learn, grow, and connect with the world around you. Thank you for being a part of the Tripedia community, and we look forward to continuing to share our adventures with you. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more travel inspiration and tips. Until next time, safe travels.